everybody to the family tree. Put your hands together,
buddy.
family. Hey, what's up? Hope everybody's doing well. This is the family tree.
Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy.
Wednesday check-in. Your class with holistic.
Yeah, buddy.
We're going to talk about today. How about that? All right, I'm going to bring it on down, Big B.
All right, buddy. Yeah, man.
We're going to get started. All right, we're going to get down.
What's that? Punchy.
All right.
Yo, man.
All right. Let's go on for here, Big B.
Yeah, man.
How we doing, man? Everything
good, brother.
All right, everybody look good. Can you see everybody?
Yeah,
now?
I can see everybody, man. Everybody in the house,
right. Everybody, hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Frida, who you got there with you, Frida? We got
Frida, I ain't telling.
That's my grandson, Isaias.
Hey, Isaias.
Hey, Isaias.
What's
up, buddy?
Look at that.
How you doing, Isaias? All right, man.
$1 million.
Hey, Isaias. Hey, man, I'm jealous, man. He got all the hair on his head.
And don't want it combed or picked.
Girl, that's his modern day challenge, Frida.
All right, we're actually going to open up. This is the family tree. Welcome, family. Thank you for the waiting. We're actually just trying to get things loaded on the other platforms. We are streaming live on Facebook. So if you have friends that did not get the invitation, you can send them all the way over to Facebook. It's under Dr. Paul Hopkins. You can actually see it. And they can stream live also and join wherever they are, on their phones, on their laptops, their iPads, wherever they are. All right. So we're going to get started and we're going to open up. And we say with this, we call it the family tree because this is where we say the family comes together. Because remember, we got to say the ancient Laurel customs where we got around the tree, because this is where we talked about networking. We talked about problems, solutions, and mostly prayer. But guess what? We called it our social security. That's right. You got to say it slow. Social security. It's not a check. It's your family. So with the family, we want to say that sometimes your problems may be right around this tree. You can solve them, right? We say join the conversation. You want to join our conversation this evening? Go down to your menu bar and you see where it says react with the little heart there. Click on that area and you can put yourself in queue, and you'll be in queue like Big B up there with his hand up.
Yeah, perfect, buddy.
And we'll try to get to your questions. We can't answer all the questions, but we'll do our best. And this is about anything holistic, anything that you want to find out about, living a healthier, better quality of life. We try to answer it. We can't answer everything, but we'll try our best. If you're someone that may say, hey, well, I don't want to answer, I want to get in queue, I just want to ask a question, well, you can go down to the chat box, and if you get the chat box, you can put your question in there, and Prophetess, a.k.a. Fingers.
Just in the hand,
y'all. Let's give Fingers a hand.
Fingers is in the house.
There. Fingers, tell us what's going on. What's going on? How you doing over there?
I'm doing well, Dr. Paul, Brother Bill, and all the family.
Yeah.
Let's see what is going on right now in the aviation world. EAA, which is Experimental Aircraft Association, will be hosting the first of 3 pancake fundraiser breakfasts at the New Garden Airport.
Oh, wow.
Down not too far from Kennett Square. It's a lovely made to order breakfast. It's about $10, and your children will get free plane rides. They will also, I know Saturday is the first date. The next date is June 20th, and then September, I think it's June 21st, and then September 20th.
All right. That's some good
stuff.
Get
up early, come down. It's 9 to 12. Come on down. Meet some fellow aviators. These are going to be mixed. Not all blacks, but there'll be blacks and whites and some Hispanics and some rich, some poor.
That's great.
But it's going to be
all colors of the rainbow.
It's going to be all colors of the rainbow. And OBAP, I put it in the chat box, OBAP, which is the Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals. We will be hosting our 3rd summer camp here in Philadelphia. It will be the week of June 23rd through the 27th.
That's what's up.
And we want you to come on, go to OBAP. Register your child. It's $150 for the week. There'll be 2 days of ground school. There'll be 2 days of field trips.
Man, see, that's
Last year,
what's
we
up.
went out to the Boeing factory out in Ridley Park, and
Ooh.
we saw the Chinook helicopter being put together from pieces
Come on
all the way
now.
Wow.
to the
Come on
shrink
now. That's
wrap
Now,
great.
you know that's a
final
See,
product.
see,
And we need volunteers.
Prophet,
Now,
you
we
having too
need
much fun,
volunteers as
man.
well.
Mm.
So go to the website, go to Philly, to the Philadelphia camp, and then go to volunteers. If you're interested, you don't have to volunteer the whole week. You can volunteer 1 day, 2 days. But that last day, that Friday, we bring all the kids out to the Northeast Airport where I gather our pilots together, and part of their graduation ceremony is that they get to fly. They actually get to not only go up in the plane, but they get to handle the
Oh, that's great,
controls
man.
as well.
That's
And they'll
great.
get their certificate, and it's $150 for a week of aviation camp.
Oh, man, that's great.
Awesome.
That's
All
great.
Awesome.
kinds of careers in
Awesome.
aviation.
Now,
Hey,
Prophetess, now
Prophet,
everybody's information, can you put that? You got all that in the information in the chat
it's
for you,
it's
right?
already in the chat, Dr.
All right,
C.
but
Yes,
now, Prophets, one more thing. Could you say that for those that are calling by phone and that are
sure.
chiming in, could you just give the information one more time so they can contact?
Sure, sure. So for the aviation camp in Philadelphia, and this is all across the city. I'm sorry, all across the country. There
Mm,
are camps in almost every state in the country. So you go on OBAP, OBAP
Mm-hmm.
.org, and then you look for ACE, ACE Academy. And then when you get there, you look down the list, there'll be a big map, or you can just go down the list of states. You find your state, click on your state, it'll tell you where that camp is, it'll tell you how many children are going to be allowed in the camp. It'll even tell you when the cutoff date. Now, the cutoff date for registration in Philadelphia's camp is June 8th.
mm-hmm.
And I believe each camp is allowed 2 scholarships. So if you have financial issues and you really want your child to have an
Mm.
aviation experience, fill out that portion of the application and then come back here to the family tree and let me know that you filed an application,
Yeah,
and
that
I'll
was great.
directors. Because it's we get the first year we did the camp, we had over 50 kids registered
Wow.
for
Wow.
camp. And then OBAP limited it to 20. So that becomes very difficult when you've got 50, 60 kids wanting to take the camp
I can believe it.
and only 20.
Prophet, let me ask you a question. Are you guys somehow maybe affiliated with the Civil Air Patrol?
No, not at
Oh,
all.
okay, okay.
No.
The reason why I'm asking is because that's something that I did when I was a young lad. How about that?
Yeah, the Civil Air Patrol is still there in Philadelphia.
Okay.
I believe it's still at 58th and Spruce at
Okay.
Sears. And there your child can learn to fly as well.
Hey man, but what we want to support what Prophet is doing because that's what's up. We gotta make sure.
All right, that's
the
awesome.
youngers get it going on. That's
give
what's up,
Prophetess
y'all.
a hand, y'all.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
give
All day
Prophetess a
long.
hand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, she's flying. That's right.
Man,
so if you said
thank you.
Thank you so much. And with that, get your children involved. This is a great place to learn about it right here on the family tree. You know,
that's
that you
right.
can find something to get them busy going into the summer months, right?
Yeah.
So,
one more question. Let me just ask the family. How would you feel about having I host an airport day where we bring the children out, the adults out, but it's really geared to the children and expose them to aviation. But I'm running into so many adults who didn't even know there was such thing as black pilots. So how many adults here would like to have an adult airport day?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, a virtual hand.
No
Yeah,
Raise your hand.
hands. You're gonna take all my hands. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm trying to put something in the works, but I've been testing the water to see who's interested, and I'm finding a lot of adults.
Adult airport days, Farouk. Adult airport.
Especially since it's right around the corner, I can walk to it.
Yeah, you can walk away, as he's trying to say.
What does that do?
So you can learn to fly.
Yes, learn to fly. Okay. All
Learn
right.
to
Now
fly.
going into this. Thank you, Prophetess. We appreciate it. Now, last thing I wanted to say before we get started was remember if you're someone that may have called by phone and you did not get the information on how to maybe log in or ask a question or raise your hand, don't worry. Just let us know you're calling by phone and we'll get to you. Okay. So we're gonna start it off. We're gonna kick it off. Let's give our host with the most Big B, Bill 1L Borges. Big B, what's up, buddy? How you doing over there, man?
Hey, brother, I'm doing well. It's hot like fish over here, man. It's hot over here today. But I'm all right, man. Yeah, look, Dr. P, I got no complaints. You know, man.
Yes.
Hug tree day. They came out and cut the lawn today. It's nice and green.
I love the smell of fresh cut grass. And I was coming home and had to, got the windows down in the car, rolling down, and smell that fresh cut grass. Nothing like it. Yes. What's up, buddy? So let me tell you, man. We are still watching for all throughout the season. We're watching for there's things that are on the rise. Measles is still in there hanging around. Man. Flu's still hanging around, believe it or not. And then, of course, they said whooping cough. Oh, man, whooping cough is starting to come back.
And we what's so crazy? And looking at the early indicators right now, it almost kind of fools you, kind of lulls you, make you think that everything is cool. But you know what? You gotta, guys, you gotta stay on your toes. Looking at our early indicators right now for the updates from from our very favorite site, guys, we're looking at right now at a 3.4% for early indicator for test for positivity. And guess what? And that's really down a little bit from last week. And for the emergency department visits going from the hospital, that's also down 0.5%. Now, for hospitalizations, severity indicators, that's also dropped down 1.7%. And deaths across the country also look like it's dropped a bit at 0.7%. But keep in mind what Dr. P just got through saying, y'all. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's out there hanging around.
Yes,
so don't lull and get comfortable and think I can just do what I want to do, because it'll sneak up on you. We're at that time of the year where the weather is all over the place. Cool, all that kind of crazy stuff. So there we are, Dr. P, man.
All right. Buddy. Well, definitely, we're going to stay on point. We say keep your hands, jaws, and paws together. Keep it up. And we want to stay on point. All right.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, this is my favorite time, y'all. This is my favorite time. I love testimonies. Testimonies go a long way. We start off with testimonies because this is the time when, when people are going through something, you got to have something to hang your hat on, something to hold on to, give your faith in getting through that midnight hour. So what we start off with is testimonies. That means if we see some benefit that you may have gotten through, that you've tried something, maybe you did here on the family tree, or you found that, hey, my blood pressure went down this week. Did my numbers on my sugar was loose.
Well,
anything, my knees weren't hurting this week. I actually get a chance to do some exercise. I felt like I can get up, and I woke up this morning and guess what? No pain. All of these things are small graduations. We say crawl, walk, run.
Yes,
and it
sir.
means a lot. So I say that this really makes the difference when you're in that midnight hour. You don't know what to do. And sometimes you don't get all that, the good talk from your doctor. Sometimes the bedside manner is not in place.
Yeah,
so what that is, that's why we have the family tree. So I open up the lines for anyone who has a testimony on your heart and your mind, anything that's going on. And I want to open up the floor. So anyone have a testimony? The floor is officially open. Testimony.
Hello, Dr. Paul.
All right.
All right, my brother Farouk. How you doing, man? All right.
We doing good. I just wanted to be grateful to God that He woke us all up this morning.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Amen.
And I'm just also grateful that I'm still a vegan. I ain't turned back. I ain't going back.
You ain't going back.
You ain't going back.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, like my like I'm eating like stuff from the farm, like turnips and beets and different herbs and stuff like that. And I wonder if anybody ever heard of Sanctuary Farms. It's down by 22nd
Sanctuary Farms.
Yeah.
Sanctuary? You said Sanctuary?
Sanctuary
Yes.
Farms.
Yes.
Okay.
It's down by 22nd and Cecil B. Moore, and they're open from like on Tuesdays from like 9 to 12, but they open every day. But they want you to basically for like the produce and stuff to make sure they're there. They're present from 9 to 12 in the morning. I mean, in the afternoon. But then that's Tuesday. But then let's see, Thursday they're the same way. Saturday they're trying to open the 24th and Burke's location up as well. And they have a farm stand there, and that's where the greenhouse is, and they harvest stuff in the wintertime as well.
All right, that's all right. So, do you have a number for us, or maybe Prophetess, we have can get a number for us that we can
Yeah,
actually check
maybe I
into
can
that.
look it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll look it up for it and definitely be a part of that because we try to take advantage of anyone that's doing farming and
Yes, man.
foods. We want to make sure everybody's on point as much as we can. So it's always a benefit to doing
And
that.
that the
So
family gets
And I
access
have a
to it.
question, Dr. Paul.
yes,
Sure.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Now, I do need to come into you, but I was talking about the what's your price? I tried to talk to you outside here, but I don't know how, because you be so busy.
No, just come basically call up and talk to Ivy, and we'll get back to you. Okay. All right.
Yeah, okay,
All
okay.
right.
I
We'll
tried.
work it out.
And,
Okay.
and they do get back to you, Farouk.
Mm-hmm.
Just so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And can I have a transcript, Bill, when you send it?
Listen now. Can you want? You got to. Can you get me an email?
Yeah,
Something.
send you the email.
Okay, so just check for the email. mechavideo@gmail.com.
I got you.
All right, you got it, buddy. Thank you, man.
Got it.
And
You
Big
got
B, when you say that, make sure you say it slow for the folks that are
That's
just
exactly right.
joining from the very
mechavideo@gmail, because sometimes I get that
spell
slick
that
lip. It
slow.
just go
Say it slow.
Mechavideo, guys.
Spell it out.
mechavideo@gmail.com. That's MECCAVIDEO@gmail.com. Mechavideo@gmail.com. Make sure you get a copy of tonight's chat, okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy.
All
Yes, sir.
right.
All right.
All right. We got testimonies. Anyone with a testimony on your heart and mind? Thank you, Farouk. We appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for chipping in with us. Letting us know about what's going on there. And definitely we take advantage of those co-ops and organizations that are doing some positive things. All right. So
I have one real quick. I just joined.
Go ahead, Nathan.
Everyone. I had to rush back.
Hey, Neetha, how you doing? We didn't know who that was.
I just rushed back in, got in, and got on. I feel great. My insides, I hadn't had a colonic in more than 15 years, and I had one today.
All right. Now. All right now.
Yes.
Go ahead, Nathan.
I happen to be, I said, I gotta find someone down here. So when I Googled and found someone, the first person I chose here, she thinks like I think, she practices holistically. And I said, you're the person I want to.
All right now. All right.
That's right.
Really, it was, I encourage people to, find someone who, and get a colonic done. I feel so much lighter, so much better.
Yes.
Absolutely. It makes a big difference when,
make your brain light.
Absolutely. And also remember, Neetha, you're in the change of seasons, the perfect time to receive
one
right now.
Yeah, man.
I didn't think about that. I sure did, because now I'm getting ready to do my parasite. I finished my colon. I got to do my parasite now, so I'll be ordering it from you.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's give Neetha a hand.
All right, Neetha.
Yes, Neetha. Go, girl.
Congratulations.
That's what's up.
Congratulations, Neetha.
Come off mute. Give her a hand. That's right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Anybody else with a testimony? Anyone else?
Yes. I have one, Dr. Paul.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Clorinda. Dr. Clorinda, how are you?
Dr.
I'm
Clorinda,
good.
how you doing?
Hey, Dr. Ray, I'm so glad to see Clorinda because she looks so much better than us.
I missed last week, but I'm here today.
All right.
I had some seeds kind of hanging around, and I had 2 little white potatoes that started budding on my counter. I said, I got these flower pots on the table. Let me put them in the counter, put them in this dirt and see what happens. And I got potatoes growing. I had some pepper seeds, and I planted my pepper seeds, so they're growing. And I planted some kiwi. It didn't do anything. And what else did I plant? Some lemon seeds. They didn't do anything. But I'm rooting some red onion and some organic celery. So I'm going out of town next weekend, but I'm going to take my potato plant is getting pretty big. So I'm going to plant it in a basket.
Okay.
And give my son very specific instructions on how to take care of my plants while I'm gone, because I don't want to come home and my work be done. So
undone, right?
I heard that.
Work undone.
All right.
He doesn't appreciate it.
That's right. Give her a hand, y'all. Get the garden together. Hey, you know what? That's a testimony because let me tell you, getting the gardens together. Y'all remember that website I gave y'all, the Seed Pledge. Remember the Seed Pledge? The website that I gave you is on the pledge that those that are heirloom farmers
Yeah.
are
Yes,
now
yes, yes.
having the ability to now get together, and with them getting together, they're networking with a database, and the database is a great place for you to check in so that you can always find one that's close to you because it's by state,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all over the country because they're tired of this GMO, they're tired of the
Mhm.
recalls, they're tired of all the stuff we talk about Big B every week when it comes
Yes.
to whenever you start to see all the problems that are happening with the food. So go to that website. Y'all, did y'all have that,
What's
Prophetess?
the website?
I'm
Prophetess, do
getting.
you have it?
You didn't. I don't know if you gave it here. I know you gave it to us at Eagle's Nest, but I'm grabbing. I'm looking for it now.
Okay, so it's actually on if you go down to safeseedpledge.org. Safeseedpledge.org. Let me show you where it is. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up and I'll share it with the family. Go here. And as Dr. Clarenda is starting her garden, if you're starting your garden, make sure you go through this place and you can buy your heirloom seeds. Okay. And let me share it with it. And if you see here, y'all remember this? Seed integrity. Did we show this?
No,
No, you
no,
did.
you
I told
didn't.
you did it for last Thursday at my church.
I think I did it on the Eagle's Nest.
Yeah,
Yes.
you didn't.
Uh,
We didn't see that. Nope.
Wrong show, wrong program. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, so here we go. Seed Integrity Pledge for Safe Seeds. This is the most trustworthy resource for finding companies that sell only non-GMO seeds starting and safely. So that means that these are for over here. You go over here, you hit search seeds. Boom. Here are all of the different things that you can find. Search for non-GMO seeds. We got flowers, fruits and veggies,
Wonderful,
herbs,
wonderful, wonderful.
trees and bushes, starter plants, grains, mushrooms, bulbs and tumors, and also cover crops. So anything that you want, you can find it. Let's go over to the veggies. Let's click the veggies. And here are all of the different ones. So you can go through a large amount of them there, and there's a lot of them. And they're being added every day. So let's take one, for example, bulk seed store. Let's go there. Well, this one tells you what it's about. Bulk seed store in the United States in Arden, North Carolina. We got some North Carolina. We have some. Any folks from North Carolina tonight? Anybody from North Carolina? Fruits, veggies, herbs, flowers, all the things that they have, heirloom, USD or organic, annuals, perennials. And here is their description. Bulk seeds, store specializing in high quality non-GMO seeds sold in larger quantities, perfect for serious gardeners and small farmers. We offer a wide selection of vegetable, herbs, and flower seeds available by packet, once, quarter pound, pound, or more. Our focus is on providing pure, reliable seeds at great value for bulk buyers. And here they even give you the link right here, bulkseedstore.com. You just click the link and it go right to the page, Big B. Boom.
That's what's
I
up,
tell you,
man.
man, this is
Yeah,
some
man.
good stuff. Look at that. Buy it right there on the spot. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Great.
So utilize this website, y'all. This is a great website to get your garden started. And you'll have some heirloom seeds. Got it? Also, they have some extra good, gift certificates. You can even give gift certificates.
Oh, that's great, man.
Also, planning guides. Some of them
Mhm.
give hints on how to keep your garden going and based on where you are. Now, I do know that you can also search by, I believe, city and state. So just utilize this website, go back to it, utilize this, do a search again. You can do a search, but this is the Seed Integrity Pledge. So that's again great thing to do. I would say make sure you are someone that is doing this at safeseedpledge.org. All right?
All right, buddy. Yes,
All
sir.
right, all right. You can
Yes,
find
sir.
all the information about it. I love it because it's owned by, people that are, getting together, have made that pledge, to live a better quality of life. No one wants to deal with all of the scary stuff with all of these GMOs and the
And it's
spraying.
everywhere, my
It's
friend.
everywhere, man. It's everywhere. So that's what you got there. Okay. So take advantage of that. And Prophet, I'm sure you got that in the link already.
Yes, it's already in the chat box.
All righty. Anyone else have a testimony?
Yes, I have a testimony. Yes, this is Yvette. I would
Hey,
like
Yvette.
to. Hi, how are you?
Hey, Yvette.
Dr. Paul? Hello. Hi, hello, everyone. I just wanted to say that I did 4 laps in a pool the other day.
All right.
And it was my first time easing my way back into swimming, because pre-COVID I did swimming, but during the COVID period up until a couple of days ago, I didn't know what I could do. I was like, can I even float anymore? I really didn't know what my ability was, but I find that I like swimming on my back better than moving forward. I don't know why, it's more relaxing. But I did 2 going forward on my stomach and 2 going back. And then I did some Zumba, watching the Zumba class from afar. I was doing what they were doing and then some. So I just feel good today. And I think I'm just excited that I'm starting to get back into the motion with exercise and increasing it to more high intensity, moderate to high intensity.
All right, let's everybody come off mute for Yvette. Yes, give her a hand, Joe.
Congratulations.
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 Thank you. And
Yes.
Dr. Paul, I tried to order green drink and the website won't allow me to. It comes
so
up with
this
an
is
error
for anybody
message.
that's doing this, okay? Yeah, we've been getting some of the feedback. If you're having problems getting on the website and you hit a message, that means the browser is out of date. You got to update your browser or use another browser, okay? Some people are having updates. See, the updates are happening online, and with the browser.
Rooms or anything?
Who's that on?
Okay, Diane.
Yeah, mute yourself. Wherever you're having problems going on a website, if you're trying to order and you get an error, that means the browser needs to be updated. So just try another browser. So if you're using Safari or using Google or whatever, just use another browser, and you should be able to get
a contact number? Is there a number we can call to order?
No, you just basically order online. That's it.
I know. I used to order monthly, and now I'm not able to do it anymore. So then
that's what I'm saying. If you go back on, use another browser. Okay, use another browser, and you should be able to get through. Okay. Now, now here's the thing: if you are on there and you actually, for some reason, sometimes if you don't respond, it'll kick you off of the subscription. So you got to make sure you renew, make sure you update it. So when you order again, just make sure it's subscribed, that you can actually have it for monthly if you choose to be monthly for subscription. Okay.
Okay. Can you order 1 per month, or is it 3?
No, you can order whatever you want for anything you want. Yep. Anything you want.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care. All right. Congratulations. All right.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
All right, Dr. Paul, can you hear me?
Yes,
we can.
Hi.
Hi, Virginia. That's Virginia.
Who is that?
That's Virginia.
Virginia.
Yes,
Virginia.
sir.
Okay. Hello, family. I was on in the summertime, and my testimony in the summertime is that I was sweating. And for those people who think that I'm crazy, I had not sweated in years. And I thought it was okay not to sweat. But when I went to Dr. Paul, I found out that it was not okay not to sweat.
Amen. Also, got the sweat.
And also, I was severely dehydrated. In the end of 2023, I went to a specialist, an ear, nose, and throat specialist, who sent me to another specialist. And I had a swelling on my face. And I think I sent it to Dr. Paul so he can show you what I look like. I had a swelling on my face, and they said that it was a simple procedure that they could take care of. It would be 4.5 hours of surgery, and they were going to have to remove my parotid gland. They were going to have to remove my lymph node. They were going to have to take fat from my stomach and inject it back into my face so that my face would be contoured.
Wow.
And that they would have to have nerve specialist monitoring all of this because I could lose my ability to blink, to hear, or to swallow.
Oh my! Oh my!
Wow!
So I said, God, I don't want to have to do this. So would you show me a way that I will not have to go through this simple procedure? I was directing a wedding, and the young lady who was doing the flowers for the wedding is named Haraya, and everybody knows Haraya. And she said to me, First Lady, I think I have somebody that will be able to help you. So on February the 14th of last year was my first introduction with Dr. Paul. And the swelling, the regimen that he gave me was so wonderful that everybody thinks that I had surgery, and they don't believe when I tell them I did not have surgery. I just increased my water intake and some other things that Dr. Paul told me to do. And now no more swelling, and I'm doing good.
Yes.
Hey,
everybody come off mute for her.
Come
off mute for her.
Hey, lady.
Congratulations.
God is good.
God is good. Hallelujah.
God is good.
Now, First Lady, because she's First Lady now.
Well, okay now.
Praise the Lord. Amen.
Yeah.
So I want to show y'all the before and after. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ready? All right. She sent it over to me. So, First Lady, is it okay to show it, right?
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want me to show it because, to God be the glory, right?
I know.
Amen.
I know. That's right.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Amen. Amen. All right. So I'm going to show you. And everybody there, right? Everybody here, come on in. Come on in. Y'all don't want to miss this. Y'all don't want to miss this one. Y'all don't want to miss this one. All right. What you see? You see that?
We see.
What y'all see?
We're looking at something that look like flowers coming.
That's kelp.
Kelp.
That's
right.
That's
kelp.
Right. That's what real kelp looks like, by the way. That's what
kelp
looks like.
Wow. Not that stuff that try to farm off on, right? Okay.
All right. So, First Lady, this is what she looked like before when she came in.
Wow.
Look out now. Look out now. Girl, come on now. You can't tell me. Look, if you can't see God, you ain't looking.
Jesus. Yeah.
Wow. Yep. And
what a testimony.
Yes, what a testimony. God is good. And she heard what they was trying to do to her, right?
That looks like a garter.
Yep. So look what this is what she looked like today. Y'all just saw her. Look
boy,
at
you better shut up. Good.
Put this laptop down so I can shout.
Oh, have mercy, Jesus. Look at that, man.
Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that.
Man.
Y'all don't believe God is
Praise the Lord, man.
Y'all don't believe God good.
Yeah, man.
You know how I tell y'all all the time. I said that what? You feed the body and the body will correct itself 11 times faster than you get sick. You got me?
Yes.
Seeing is believing. That's why we do this testimony piece, is because you got to see it to believe it. I can't think of nobody better than the First Lady to bring this one forth. He is using you.
Buddy.
Look at that. Look at that picture. Come on now.
Buddy. Come on, man.
Come on now. That's a major shout right there.
God gave us a smile back too, brother.
Yes. Everybody, I want everybody to come off mute for the First Lady.
Congratulations.
Praise God.
Amen.
You better stop.
All the glory.
For your transparency and your testimony.
You're allowed to get up, run around your chair. You can run around your chair.
You can run around your chair. If you can spin around in your chair all you want to.
Man,
that's right.
Look out, buddy. What are you
I'd like to know the response from the physicians, the surgeons.
The response from the physician, his reaction was, "Oh, that's nice." I mean, he just sort of brushed it off.
How can you brush that off? You brushed that off.
Indicated to watch out because without the surgery, it was going to come back. I said, "Okay, I don't
believe that. I know that's right.
Yeah, right. And it's amazing that you would think that if the amazing you went from from one transformation to another, you would think
yes,
that
man.
someone would be even approaching you to say, what did
What
you
happened?
do
Yes, man.
that I can get the next person that comes through with that same situation, I can help
Yes, man.
them.
Yes,
If
buddy.
your heart was in the right place, if your heart
Yes,
was in the
yes.
right
There
place,
you go. Yes,
And
sir.
not in your wallet.
Yeah,
you
well,
got it. You got it.
you're
So,
absolutely
Exactly.
correct.
The wallet.
So,
The wallet.
you know
Yeah.
what I say to you and to the family,
My,
continue to
my.
stay on path, do what you're supposed to do, see how the body is healed. Isn't the body wonderfully and marvelously made? That is a
Amen.
testimony that'll last for, and now that testimony gonna stick with somebody for a long time, ain't it?
But I
'Cause
may
you
have to
done
get run
saw it.
around my whole chair just on her behalf.
Sticking with me now.
He run
You might
around
have
his
to
own
run
chair.
around my chair.
And and it's fun. It's because you said when people came up to you, they thought you had something done, a procedure done,
They
right?
thought I had surgery and didn't tell anybody. Except, nope,
Yeah.
nope.
My
I
Lord.
said, I just started
my
drinking
Lord.
water. They said, what? I just started drinking water. I said, plus some other things, but mostly water. Mostly water.
Yep, flush that stuff
See?
out. Yep, flushes out the
My.
toxins of the body and it cleanses the lymphatic system. But the charge of the
My,
water
my.
has everything to do with it. So
And Dr. Paul, all
congratulations.
these
Continue to do what you're doing.
and all these deodorants that they've got coming out now that discourage you from perspiring.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that's your
I know.
body trying to get rid of stuff. Why
I
you gonna
know.
put a deodorant on your body that allow you to not sweat for at least 3 days?
How
And
about
now
that?
with the sprays, they're spraying them in your private area.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
still remember there's still, suits that are going on for things like talc. The talcum powders and things
Yes,
like
yes,
that, and
yes.
Johnson Johnson. Then they knew for a long time that this stuff was poison. It's dirt. And
That's
that
the reason
stuff
they
is
took it
what
out of the
people
gloves.
Yep, exactly. You got it. So I can't say enough about this testimony. This really shakes home. This really sends
My.
it home to everybody that's looking. And if that can happen for her, that can happen for you. No
Yes,
matter
sir.
what you got
Yes, sir,
going on.
buddy.
Remember,
Amen.
dis-ease is just another form of imbalance. If you attach every dis-ease to an imbalance, then you'll know that it's back to a state of balance is a state of ease. Out of balance just means dis-ease. That's all it means. That's all it means. All right.
Amen.
Oh my goodness.
Amen.
I'm
Yeah,
so
man.
proud of you.
So am I.
So
Yes,
proud
sir.
of you. So
That's
proud of
that's
you.
the truth, my man.
And the
Yeah.
pastor, and she came to see me, and her husband, Pastor James, he's so funny. Is he there right now? Is he there?
No, he's doing Bible study in the other
He
room.
doing Bible study in the other room. He on his Zoom. Is he on his first Zoom?
Yes.
He's on his Zoom.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to be on this thing called Zoom. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Send him my regards. All right. Take care.
I sure will.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for
Man.
checking in. Appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
My,
All right.
my.
Anybody
Man,
got
please.
another testimony? You see how this thing goes and why
Yeah,
we do
man.
it
My,
now.
my,
Yes.
bud.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hear
Anybody else have a
Did I hear
testimony?
Anyone else
If
have a
not, we're
testimony?
gonna go.
I have a testimony.
All
Okay.
right, go ahead,
Mhm.
Prophet.
I was on the bus Monday, and there were these two ladies that were sitting on a bus. One was rubbing her knee, the other one was rubbing her hip, and they were just complaining back and forth to each other about this hurt and that hurt. And this older gentleman who was sitting opposite me, he started saying, "You need to get off that medication. You need to get on some herbs. I'm telling you, you need to get this." So I looked over, I was just listening to the conversation. So when they all finished complaining, I said, since I'm ear hustling and right in the middle of your conversation,
Well,
let me begin to tell you about the water. What kind of water are you drinking? Well, one was drinking Poland Springs, another one was drinking some other kind of water. So I began to educate them on the water that they needed to drink, and
yes,
what to do
yes.
for inflammation, and telling them how, your body is requiring fluids and water, so it's pulling moisture from your hip and your knees. The one lady said, "Well, I weigh 250 pounds. I gotta get how much water in me?" I said, start with a gallon. Try and start with a gallon. Start at 4 o'clock and try and drink some water every day. Add some turmeric to this. Add some cinnamon. If you drink coffee, add your cinnamon to your coffee and your tea, the turmeric. And I just began to educate them. So now, when I turned around, everybody on the bus was listening. And I saw a couple people had little papers out. Right.
Yeah, boy.
They kept saying, "What was that water again? Crystal, where you get that?" I said, "You get that at the dollar store. You artesian waters, go to Marshalls, go to Burlington and Ross and stuff like that to get the artesian and the Hawaiian waters. So I had a mini health class.
Yes, you on the
See,
bus.
go ahead,
On the
girl.
bus.
That's what's
Give
up,
her a
see?
hand, y'all. Give her a hand.
That's what we need to do.
That's
Go ahead,
indeed.
disciple.
See, that's what you do,
Come on,
guys.
teacher
Yes,
prophetess.
God, prophetess.
We
That's
prophet.
what you do, guys.
They didn't know when they was
Awesome.
getting on the bus. They didn't know when they were
Congratulations.
getting on bus. They was going to class.
That's right. That's right.
And the captive audience too, Doctor.
And
We
the
couldn't even get
captive
off.
audience.
We
That's
couldn't even
right.
get off, man.
That's
One
right.
of your disciples, Dr. Paul.
Hey, you know what?
Great
God is
job.
good. You know, you
Great
keep that
job.
up. See how you captivate the people. Got to listen because life begets life. Life
Yeah,
brings
man.
life.
Yeah, man.
People are attracted to life. You
Yeah,
will
buddy.
you will start to now see for your family. Be the remnant of your family. Start talking about health. And you'd be surprised how many people really know that, hey, you know what? I got to do something about this diabetes. I got to do something about this blood pressure. And it
Yeah,
makes a
man.
difference. It makes a difference. So
Dr.
All right.
congratulations, Prophetess. I'm proud of you.
Dr.
Wow.
Paul,
Yes.
your
Yeah, Kathy.
influence is far and wide. I mean, I
Wow.
remember when I would just be in the grocery store and I would see Crystal Geyser and we would just point and say, Dr. Paul, you know.
What?
But now, I mean, I see people at the Croc Center, there's a senior center, and I see the Crystal Geyser. And some people listen to you on Saturday, some listen on Sunday, some don't know about the family tree, and I have to tell them about the family tree. But I'm telling you, your influence is far and wide. And I just say, to God be the glory.
To
You
Yes,
God be
yes,
the
yes.
glory. To
Always,
God be the
Always,
glory.
always.
I'd say, you know, I'm just a humble servant. I said this, no, this is God's, you know, appointment for me, and then I was assigned to do it, you know, and I just thank God that He's using me for that purposes. But you know, to God be the glory. Thank you so much. I appreciate you,
yes.
you know, and we just trying to bring people to the light. You know, there's so
That's
many people
all.
that are suffering. And I
Yep.
believe that, you know, the reason why I do it also is because I lost so many people at such a young age, you know, and at the age of, you know, losing my mother at 2 years old and moving my, you know, my father, my
Mm-hmm.
brother. I lost both my brothers that were twins, you know, grandmother, grandfather, all my aunts gone. Everybody's gone. You know, and I
Mm-hmm.
said that, you know, if there's anything, God, that I can do, let me just be an example for those that I can, you know, help somebody else along the way. So that's what it's all about. So God be the
And see,
glory.
that's beauty
You're
out of
doing a
ashes.
great job.
You could be somewhere depressed, but look at what, even though it's a painful loss, look at what
Yes, yes,
you have
yes.
done with it.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
I tell
Kathy,
you,
and then they
yeah.
had the nerve to put me with it. So that made it
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that's
Well,
right.
Brother Bill, you are no slouch.
And
You
you
are
know
no
what I'm saying?
slouch.
That's right. He cutting up over there. I tell you. He doing some stuff. He grounding himself, hugging trees. That's right. That's right. You know, you get him out there hugging the tree every day almost. What?
Man, please.
Yes,
I know
yes.
that's right, buddy.
All
All
right.
right, got anybody else?
Anybody
Anybody else?
have a testimony? Anybody else? If not, we go straight to the lines. We can start talking about questions. Anybody have any concern, anything on their heart?
All right, let me go over here to the chat real quick before we go up to Karen. All right. Rochelle says, Dr. Moore, can you touch on how autism is developed in children? How many will say it's not vaccines, but stems from genetics? Is it because the mothers are exposed to harsh toxins while pregnant by getting vaccines, using harsh chemicals, etc., or is it overloads of toxins in the neurological system?
Well, you know,
That's a
from
loaded
our
question,
standpoint, that's a loaded
Right.
question. Yeah, because it's a very loaded and controversial at the same time.
Yes.
What we have on our perspective is that, yes, we know that, you know, when you're overloading the system, you know, I think right now it's up to about 45. I mean, it's almost like 50 something shots for
Yes.
a baby before the age of 18 months. It's like
Mhm.
something ridiculous. Remember, the child has no immune system. The immune system is the mother. That's why we are encouraged breastfeeding. But, you know, of course, this is always going to be a controversy of what is the cause. What we say toxicity always, you know. But again, I would steer, if you have question, concern, get both sides. The website that I send everyone to is vaccinationliberation.org. All right, or
Yes.
VACLIB.org. Got it? And hear it from those who have actually done the research. You know, because people will hear it from my perspective and then they'll say, all right, well, you're supposed to say that. You're a naturopath doctor. Okay. Yep. But I want you to look at the research yourself. So anyone has questions, if you're trying to make the conscious decision, maybe you're pressured by you having a grandchild or a child that actually you're determining whether I want to participate or not. Get all the information so that you know both the left and the right side. What is the best for the family? And then your family makes a decision. So go to that website is what I would say, because I have my perspective for those that choose to want to get well without having to take it. That's what we do on this side because we're naturalists. But for those that that may be getting the instruction from another perspective on the allopathic side, they're going to say it's not. But that's where we always will stand. So the end of the day, the family has to make their own decision on what they got to do. Got it? Go to that website, and that would be a great resource for you.
Can you repeat that again?
Sure. It's VAC. That's V as in Victor, A, C as in Charlie, L as in Larry, IB.org.
Yes.
Got it? Stands for
Thank you.
Vaccination Liberation. Now, that was a website that was established by mothers who had children that were injured by vaccinations. Got it? And what they did, they actually put this website together because those are the women that took people to court and they won. And this is before they started to introduce the ability for the pharmaceutical companies not to be actually charged for it. You remember they cannot be sued. Did y'all know that? They cannot be sued for vaccines and that they would push everything to what's called the vaccine court. So with that, this is a website that will give you all the information for especially mothers that want to find out what to do. This will give you instruction. If you join with an email, they'll bring you in, they'll welcome you, they'll do all of that and answer the questions. That's really the key. And I think that if you have questions, this will answer it for you. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. What else going on?
All right. One quick one. Excuse me. Can you explain this QC kinetics process for joint pain relief?
What is it called?
QC kinetics.
QC kinetics. You got to bring that up. You're going to have to drop a link on me so I can look at it.
Okay.
Okay. You got to drop it because.
Darlene, can you explain that? Are you there? I know you're there someplace. Darlene B,
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you got to drop me a line or something so that I can take a look at it and investigate it. I would have to look at that.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, because I was looking at it with some pros and cons, but here are, they always have it advertised. So I know it's a non-surgical procedure, but I just wanted to make sure about the joint pain.
Yeah, well, remember, any joint pain, you don't have to go outside. There's nothing new under the sun.
Yep.
There's nothing new under the sun. I'm sorry. They want to come up with something to make money with, but you can't be God at his own game. You got it? If you got inflammation, that's the body sending an alarm system that you're doing something wrong. That's like if you're in the house cooking, right? And then you left a pan on, and now the pan is burning, and the alarm went off. You ever burn? Y'all, anybody been cooking and then
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? And all you're doing is going over and hitting the button and turning the alarm off. And then a few minutes later,
comes back on again.
and then you hit it again. And then a few minutes later, start hitting it again. What's the problem here? Take the pan off the hot stove. You got it? You got to get the pan off the stove. The problem is you're eating the wrong foods. You're in an environment of acid, fire, heat. That's male principle, right? It's tearing your body down, and your body's letting your immune system is letting you know, look, you better get something and stop doing this. So they're going to come up with different ways of attaching inflammation, but it's the body telling you there's a problem. Can you imagine if you didn't have this alert system? If you didn't have this ability for it to tell you, then you would never know, and we would probably be out of here a whole lot faster than we are.
Yes, indeed.
So you got to be thankful that the immune system has the ability to alert you. So the problem is we've never been taught how to attach inflammation. It's the body sending a signal that you are on fire. You're in a state of too much what? Acid. You got it? somehow, some way, you got to get out of this acid. It could be the food sources. First thing you start with is water. That's why we start with water. So put the fire out. That's what we say. So I'll take a look at it, but pretty much you can't beat God at his own game. Let me tell you. He's trying to tell you. Yep. Got to get some food. Got to get some food in there. All right.
Okay then.
Drop it on me though.
Likewise.
Drop it on me though, Charlie. Okay, drop it on me. I'd like to take a look at it.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you got it. All right, Dr. P, let's go up and get Karen. Karen, did someone else say? I'm sorry.
I was I had a question from Facebook.
Sure.
I put it in here as from Facebook. Let me from Mary Lewis. What are your thoughts on, I believe it's Wegovy?
Wegovy, yes. Wegovy. That's a weight loss thing.
Okay, she said my doctor prescribed it for weight loss for the sake of her blood pressure, but she sees all these side effects. That's Mary Lewis from Facebook.
Always gonna get them side effects, y'all. You're gonna get them side effects. Stop cutting corners. You gotta stop cutting corners. Yeah. You know what is the problem that I'm noticing with weight loss? Of course, with calories, you're taking in more calories than you're burning, number one. So exercise is a big part of that. Water is a part of that, but also assimilation. Most people are not assimilating their proper nutrients. So when you're not assimilating your proper amount of nutrients, that's when the body's having that problem. So you got to start to get back to, if I'm going to assimilate, watch out for what? 3 things I always say. What? Nothing thick, nothing creamy,
or pour slow.
Because that's gunking up your villi and your gut, and you can't assimilate nothing. If you can't assimilate it, you can't get the nutrients to feed the body so it can do what it has to do. And that's the one thing that, we see on the RM3A that we can see really clear. It's very clear. Insulin resistance is high. That usually means bloating, gas, constipation, feel like every time I eat, I'm still hungry. What else we got around here? You go into these splurges where you just keep eating and you're eating empty calories and eating them chips and all that stuff and just going crazy because you're trying to say, I got to get this. This almost like I got a bug going on. I got to eat this. Got to eat this. Got to eat this. But what's happening is you're craving now because the body's saying, sending that signal. That's what they call ghrelin up to the brain says, eat, eat, eat. We're starving. We have no nutrients. You got it? And that's what's happening. So we got to get out of that state. So these Wegovy and, they always talking about the side effects from all of this stuff. Ultimately damage to the liver, the kidneys. It's going to be long term. It's going to be a problem. Yep. Be careful. All right.
Okay. Dr. Paul.
Yes.
Can I say something about the weight loss?
Sure. Go ahead.
I think that if you engage in a circadian rhythm and drink your water like you're supposed to and so forth, you will see weight come off. And now it's been successful for me.
Yeah, hey, there you go. There's the testimony. I think that was the stealth.
That was a stealth from Dr. P. One of those slide through.
Wade, you just slid on in there, man.
Yes, it was.
Let's get Wade ahead, y'all. Let's get Wade ahead.
Great job.
Yeah, boy. There you go, big Wade.
That was a revelation.
Great job.
He said, Wade said, I don't see the problem.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Rhythm.
Yeah, man. Circadian and work all this.
Circadian rhythm. Yeah. Wow. And then you know what you can do is just something active every day. It doesn't take a whole lot. I talk about the brother that does the chair exercises. Start slow. If you have issues with or if your knees are hurting or if your back is hurting, start off with chair exercises. Start slow. And then you graduate, a little bit at a time. And just doing 15, 20, 30 minutes a day is all you need. It makes a big, big difference. So get involved, get moving.
Walk, run.
We used to have, we had over at Center in the Park, we had a program called Moving and Grooving.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a moving and grooving class, man. We had we started this thing over at Center in the Park. I believe it's still going on over at Center in the Park from what we did back then. But it's called Moving and Grooving. You got to do it.
All right. Yes, sir. All right. Karen, up in the corner, buddy.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? You
doing good, buddy?
Karen, what's going on, man? We at now, man? Where's that? Miami back there? What's that?
No, that's the Atlantis and
oh, that's the
That's
Atlantis.
Atlantis, man.
Nassau, Bahamas.
Oh,
yeah. So no,
are
I'm
you there
always.
for real? Are you
No,
there, or are
no,
you just saying
no.
you just kind of in
Oh
Florida?
no, I'm
Okay.
at home. I
Okay.
was there.
All
No,
right.
I stay on the move. So
Yes, sir.
all right, just wanted to. Actually, I bought a bundle from you Friday. I ordered. I got it already. The
Okay.
green drink, the colon cleanse, and the
Parasite.
eliminator.
Mhm.
Eliminate, right.
Yeah, so I got that. And only thing I have tonight is mouth tapes. I saw this on Good Morning. You're laughing already.
Yes, I'm laughing.
Okay, go ahead.
No. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no. Well, no, I saw it on Good Morning America and on two different versions. I bought two different versions, and I tried them. I was afraid to try them by myself, but I went on and did them, one each, and it kept my mouth closed. Both tapes kept my mouth closed that night, and did not have any dry mouth in the morning and whatnot. So I just wanted to mention that. You could take it from there.
Okay. you know,
can you show it to us?
You did say mouth tape, right?
That's what I thought he said.
Mouth tape. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me explain. Let me some explaining
Adam
to
is
do.
out
We
of
got
the
some explaining to
box.
do. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a viral thing that's going on, and I think it was started by the brother Austin. You remember Austin Hall, the brother that works out really all the time. You remember the brother? Well, anyway, it's gotten a lot of push because he actually does this routine every day, and they said he wasn't doing it. And then one of the things that they commented on is this thing called mouth tape. Okay, mouth tape goes over your mouth. Got it? When you're sleeping. All right. And the whole concept of it is that it reduces snoring. It's supposed to improve your sleep quality because if you breathe through your nose, you supposedly can deep breathe better, and therefore it calms the heart down. So now you can get deeper sleep and in this thing called REM sleep a lot faster. So people have said that they improve their sleep quality, reduce snoring. If somebody snores a lot, because when people snore, they usually snore with their mouth open. Like that, right? So it improves your oral health. So some people say it helps humidify, filter the air, and things like that. Reduces dry mouth because some people get a lot of dry mouth. But if you close your mouth, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Increases like the amount of ultimate oxygen into the lungs. That's what it does. So it's a lot. It's a big thing right now. It's going viral everywhere on TikTok and Instagram and pretty much everywhere. So did you try it?
Yes, I did. I tried one of each.
Okay, so what did you think of it?
Like I said, when I woke up, I did not have dry mouth. And it definitely kept both of them kept my mouth closed that night.
Right. So the reason why I'm laughing.
Keep laughing.
Have mercy.
I'm laughing because some people was on. I think it was one of the shows. It was I forget which one it was. One of the shows. They said, "Man, if I put that on my nose, on my mouth, and in the middle of the night, I might start choking." He said, "Man, I might suffocate and forget to breathe out of my nose."
You know, right?
And I said, "Yo, you know what? There's a lot that can go a long way, because some people really snore bad, snore bad. They breathe out of their mouth." And they had the nose guard. Everybody put the nose guard on. That didn't work. So this is the new thing. And be careful though. Don't do it if you got a cold now.
Yeah, man.
If you got a cold, it ain't gonna work. See, I never saw a disclaimer that said. Did it say that on the packaging? Did it say on the packaging if you have a cold, you can't breathe out your nose if you got a cold?
No, well, I don't have a cold, so I didn't read. I don't see that on here.
Yeah.
No, but
two things. Two
yeah.
things you should have a disclaimer on there. Number one, if you have a cold, and also if you have chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or something
Yes.
like that. You got to throw some disclaimers on there, man, because people gonna throw that on there and they go to sleep.
And they be
People's
dead.
respiratory.
They'd be dead, Dr. Speed. Sorry about that.
That's what I'm saying, man. You know, your respiratory when you're not paying attention and you sleep, you may suffocate, man. You forget how to breathe right. So
Yeah, I know
you gotta,
that's right, boy.
you know, not everybody breathes right, man. So they got to put some disclaimers on that. That's my only concern. So, so
Well,
good stuff, man. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
well, like I said, I'm leery of doing it by myself, but I did it. I tried both of them, and to be honest, because I knew my mouth was taped shut, I couldn't. I slept well, but I kept thinking
about it. Yeah,
had
man.
something over my mouth.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Tell me about it.
because it's not normal.
Yeah.
So, but I slept well. I just kept thinking about it, and
does anybody know why you would? You know, they say, well, what's better to breathe, through your nose or your mouth? Which one would you say is better? Anybody know why? Which one is better, or what's the difference between
nose? I
The
said
nose.
nose better.
And now you have the villi in your nose. You have to clean. The stuff is going in. The
That's
air
right.
is bad.
That's right. So what does because what does it do? You know, the nose is your filter.
Yeah.
That's your filter. Yeah. So it's filtered air versus direct air.
Direct
Got
air.
it?
Yes.
Direct air
Yes.
versus filtered air. So when you know, that's where boogies come from.
I know that's right.
Y'all know where boogies come from?
Boogie.
You know where boogies come from? You don't even know where boogies come from. That's where boogies come from.
Yeah, mucus gets caught.
Yeah, that's
solidifies.
that's mucus, but it's also filtered
Filtered.
particulates.
Yes.
It's particulate. That stuff, that boogies, that catches, that could have went in your lungs.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
So that's
you
the
be
difference.
out of here for real.
Right. So don't be plucking your nose hairs, man. You might need them.
I know that's right.
Cut them down, but don't cut them out.
Don't cut them all out.
Yeah, because you need those filters.
You know, that's why I learned controlled breathing for myself. You know, take it, and I'll take three deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, and I time them. Inhale, exhale, and guess what, dude? By the time I get to the end of my third breath, I'm gone, homie.
That's right. Yeah,
I'm just out.
Yeah.
My wife says she don't want to talk to me at all. This doesn't make no sense. I see one that deep breathing, I know it's over.
Yeah, he's over. It's over. You out. You out for the count, buddy. All right, thank you, Karen. Appreciate you, buddy.
Right. Just one last thing.
Okay.
On one of them, on the Somnifix, it does have the cautions.
Okay.
Caution. Do not use for longer than one sleep. Do not use if you have nasal breathing difficulties, or severely obese, have severely chapped lips, or non-intact skin immediately around the mouth, have consumed alcohol or sedatives, have a cold, sinus, or ear infection, have severe heart or breathing problems, or if you have very low blood pressure.
Wow. That's deep.
Yep. So you got to have those disclaimers because people are going to buy it. People are going to buy it for fads.
Yeah.
Not think about it and just put it over their mouth, fall asleep, and you know you're going to suffocate. Forget that. You got it over your mouth. Yeah. You know you got to be careful with that, man.
Right.
So be careful. I'm glad that.
Were you going to comment on one of these items I mentioned? You said, "Oh, wait a minute," and I just kept going.
No, I think that's good. You know, I like the one where the disclaimer is on there because the other one, that should be on all of them. You know, it should be.
No, it's not on here, but I don't know. And that's why I started to put in the chat beforehand, but I said, no, in case you aren't agreeing with some of this, I don't want to have it in the chat.
No, it actually has. There's some evidence we're doing that, but I just don't think that you need to put something over your mouth necessarily. Just like Big B said, you know, controlled breathing goes a long way. We retrain yourself to breathe. You know what? The best thing you can do to retrain your breathing is let gravity retrain you.
Yeah, buddy.
That means to lay flat on your back.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like in the bed. Put your hands on your belly. Breathe in, stomach goes up. Got it. Breathe out. Do purse lip. And the stomach goes down. That's your rhythm right there. You'd be surprised how many people come through for an RM3A and they just don't breathe right. They don't realize that cadence. They still can't get that cadence. Throwing the chest up. Don't throw the chest up. You bring the belly out. We say belly breathing or watch the babies. Watch the babies,
buddy.
right?
Yes, sir.
Watch the babies. The babies
Yep.
will teach you. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you much.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, man.
We have Robin next set. Robin, you're up.
Hi, Dr. Paul and Brother Bill.
Hey,
Hello.
Robin. What's going on?
Question for you. I know in the past you talked about an eye solution. I was wondering what was the name of the eye solution that you talked about in the past? I don't know if it was Dr. Eyebright or
Dr. Christopher's.
Dr. Christopher's Eye
Yeah,
Bright.
Dr. Christopher's Eyebright. Right. Mm-hmm.
And what is it used for?
This is for all sorts of issues with the eyes, and that can be anything from farsighted, nearsighted, floaters, anything that's going on with basically correcting the eye. And what we do is it's mostly like a detox. So you would take an eyeglass, okay, and it's in a liquid form.
Okay.
And we would do these eye washes. Now, you don't have to do an eye wash. That's just an accelerated version of it, advanced version. You can actually just take I've seen people have results by just putting it in their green drink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So, but there's ways of doing it, but you would have to go through a protocol. I would have to walk you through the protocol for eye washing, and it's a little bit involved, but it can be done. But that's what it's called. Dr. Christopher's Eye Bright Formula.
Right.
Make sure it says formula, because he does have a Dr. Christopher's Eye Bright herb.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So there's a difference from the herb versus the formula.
The reason why I asked is I think I'm having floaters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get an eye examination, but I wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't remember the name of the eye wash.
Yeah. People have used that, and it has done incredible things. Yeah.
The herbal eye worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you hear that?
Robin, did you hear that?
Yeah. Did you see that?
No, what did he say?
Herbal eye.
Dr. Christopher's herbal eye versus the eye bright worked for me because the herbal eye has the cayenne pepper in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In a short matter, within 2 weeks, I was like, wait a minute, what happened? No more floaters. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
It worked
I
for
got that
me.
info from Dr. Paul too.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
It's very effective. Very effective.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it is.
and I can get that from like Wayne Avenue store.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
Because
comes
Dr. Paul,
it comes
didn't
in
you
capsule
say it's
form.
basically mucus in the eye?
Floaters is a little, it's a lot. It's a lot of things. It could be parasites and also just can't flush. The eye can't flush. It's basically just debris of all kinds. So you sometimes can see it look like a little parasite flowing around in there. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Little boogies.
Yeah. Yeah, little bug.
Sorry about that. This is gonna hit me.
You up there swinging.
Sometimes those floaters are like little strings.
Yep.
You up there knocking,
Sometimes
trying
like the
to.
little strings.
It look like little flies in front of you.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
might.
like this.
You snapping your ear to the right because something you think something's flying on your left, there's nothing there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So, Dr. Paul, you're saying that you would walk me through how to do the wash?
Yeah, it's a little involved, but I would say give me a call. I can walk you through it because it's a little bit involved, and we've gone over it, but it's an involved process where you ever use an eyeglass before?
No.
Yeah, see, you gotta use the eyeglass. All right, let me tell you. I gotta go through it.
It won't take long.
I gotta tell you anyway.
Get
All right,
glass.
you
Don't
take
get
the
the
glass.
plastic.
Take the eyeglass. Now you gotta order an eyeglass. Okay, not a eye plastic cup, but a eyeglass.
A glass
Not a glass eye.
Glass eye glass.
Glass
Yes.
eye cup.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You keep saying that eyeglass. I'm like, what's an eyeglass? That's not.
Because your eyes gonna drink from it.
Y'all
Wow.
funny. Y'all funny. All right. So what we do is you take it, fill it up about 2/3 high with Crystal Geyser water, any water, spring water bottle at the source. Then you want to start with, now this is a very important part now. You gotta listen real close. Start with 2 drops. That's it. No more than 2 drops. Got it? No more than 2 drops. And I do mean 2 drops.
Okay.
Into the water. Now, here's what's in the formula. What's in the formula is the reason why I say only 2 drops, because you may have to get used to the strength, because it does have golden seal in it. It has eye bright in it. It also has red raspberry. But inside of there, also with the many things, it's a little cayenne pepper.
Yeah, buddy.
And you're probably saying, well, why is it putting the cayenne pepper and why am I putting it in my eye? Well, the cayenne pepper, when it hits your body, turns to nitric oxide, which dilates, opens up everything.
Yes.
So when cayenne pepper hits the body, it turns to nitric oxide, especially in the eyes. So it opens it up, allows all those good herbs to get in, flushes them, starts to get things moving again. Got it? So when you take that glass, put 2, how many drops did I say?
2.
2. Don't go more than 2.
Trust
2
me.
drops. Trust me.
Dos.
And I would put like a towel on your shoulder of the side that you're going to be using. And then when you hold it to, you ever had an eyeglass? Can you see me there? Who's there? Winston Robin, can you see me? All right. When you take it, and you bend your head down to it, press it firmly to the eye, like this.
Okay.
Close the eye. Raise it up and open the eye quickly. Close it, bring it down, and roll it around in the eye. Got it?
Quickly.
Well, you can do it quickly, whatever. Yeah. But what you want to do that probably about 2 or 3 times in one eye. Got it? Toss it. Got it? And then fill it back up with some like Crystal Geyser water, and then you rinse it with the eye, just with the regular water. Got it? Okay, so that's one eye. That's one side. Repeat that same process with the other side, and then that will be considered a routine. That would be one session. Got it? So about 2 to 3 times. If you do that every night, the more people saw the results from Dr. Christopher's is that as you got old, the more you did it, the more you were actually able to increase your drops. Some people went from 2, went to 3, went to 4, went to 5. And I say don't go past 5. Okay, don't go past 5. Got it? But usually they said those that were able to take the more intensity with the cayenne pepper, they saw the best results. Okay.
Dr. Paul, why don't you use distilled water?
Because distilled water is already no charge. It's acidic water. That's acidic water. See, they will tell you to use that on the bottle, but that's actually the wrong thing. See, they're taking it from a perspective they're looking at distilled as being clean, but they're not taking into consideration that it's also acidic. Got it? So you don't want to put acidic because you now just destroyed the herb. You just destroyed it.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
You just destroyed the herb.
All right.
Because remember, and people don't realize, but only way you know this is if you're testing. When you add distilled anything, it steals charge. It steals the alkalinity out of it. So you just ruined the formula right there. Yep.
Dr. Paul, you forgot one little step, sir.
Okay. Oh yeah.
The thermal. I use a real warm washcloth after I finish and just lay it on.
Yes, that's the option. Yep, that is good. That's a good one also. Sometimes you can even do that just, as a way of before you even actually put that in the eye.
Really good too.
Yep, it feels really good. So take a warm washcloth. Thank you, Kamara. Take a warm washcloth and just, run it under the water, get it nice and warm so you can feel it, and put it right over your eyes.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
Boy, feel good, don't it? Feels
I
really
do
good.
that as well, but I also massage while
Yes.
Yeah.
So those are the things that you can do, okay? And hopefully that'll help you, all right?
All
But
right,
you can
great.
get the eye, well, they call it the eye cup. That's what it's called, probably.
Right. Yep,
It's
not
called
eyeglass.
the
A glass eye cup.
glass eye cup.
Glass eye cup.
God, glass eye.
Are you
Yeah.
going to put that in the chat?
And you can
for
get
us?
that from Amazon or?
Yep,
Yes.
you
Yep.
can get it from
And they're
Amazon.
not
Yep.
expensive. They're like about
No,
$7 or $8.
You
yeah,
put the
not
name of
expensive at all.
cheaper
Yep.
than that. And Wayne Avenue does have the glass eye cup. At least they had
Oh,
a
great.
couple weeks ago when I was there.
Yeah.
Dr. Paul, what's the purpose of the eye wash? Why can't you just take the herbal formula internally?
No, you can. The whole purpose is, like I said, you can get, good results, but directly to the eye when you wash helps to
Thank you.
clear out infections in
Okay,
the
you
eye
got it.
faster.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So, for example, you know what also is good for family? If you got pink eye.
Oh,
Pink
yeah.
eye, or you get bacteria in your eye, or if you feel like you got dust in your eye, that's excellent. That'll get rid of the red right out of the eye.
Oh,
Yep.
well.
Mhm.
Corneal
Yep.
abrasions.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Dr. Paul, how often do you do this? The eye wash?
You can do it as often as you want to. It's food.
Okay.
Yep.
And my optometrist actually commented that several years ago they said, "Oh, cataract is starting to form." I started doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And he said,
No cataract.
"Yes, there you go."
See you
Thank you,
later.
thank you, Nita.
I've been through that.
I said, "What happened to you?" He said, "You look great." I'm like, "Okay,
Hey,
doctor."
you know,
that's right.
I had a guy that came in, and he was to the point where he did night work. He did, cleaning the floors for like the supermarkets, and he would work at night. He was senior, so that was his gig. But then his eyes started going bad, where the doctor said, I'm going to have to take your driver's license from you. So he could no longer go to work at night. And he said this was tearing him up because now his wife had to drive him. And he was like, man, I don't want to have to get her up, and then she had to come pick me up. And it was always the late night, midnight stuff like that when they were closed. So he was shut down for a while. I said, man, you need to get that eye wash, keep it going, keep your pH up at the same time, and see what happens. And man, he came back. He said he went in there, we sat with his doctor, and he's sitting there. And he's sitting there, all right, here I am. I'm going to hear that bad news again. So he says the doctor looks at him like this. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? He's like, he looks at here, and he looks over here. He looks at his eye. He looks over. He's going like this. He's looking at the charts and looking at his eye. He says, man, what are you doing? He said, what do you mean, what am I doing? He said, I thought I was getting worse. He said, no, man. He says, your eyes are getting better. I've never seen nobody's eyes get better. That's what he said. He said, man, and he looked at it. He says, what do you mean better? He says, man, I'm going to have to reinstate your license again. He says, your eyes are clear. And
Go
he
ahead
said,
now.
I thought I was able to see. When my wife was driving, I could see all the way down the street. I was telling her, I'm about to take this car and drive it myself. He said,
Man.
he said, I was about to sneak out and get the car myself because I started seeing better. So turns out his eyes, he reduced the pressure in his eye from glaucoma and cataracts and corrected his vision at the same time.
Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir, buddy.
Dr. Christopher's, there it is.
Simple as that.
Not
Simple
to
as that.
diagnose, treat, cure, preventing disease. Just food for the soul.
Food for the soul.
I know that's right.
Yep.
But Dr. Paul, you said there's two formulas. I have one that says original formula. There's a second one.
Okay, there's a formula and then there's an herb. Got it? So it's the Dr. Christopher's Eye Bright formula. Okay. And then there's the actual herb, because Eye Bright is a herb.
Oh, Eye Bright itself by itself.
Yes. Yep, by itself. That is correct.
And Dr. Christopher has an Eye Bright.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I have Dr. Christopher's original formula herbal eye.
Right, that's different. That's the capsules. You talking about the capsules, right?
No, it's liquid.
Okay, he's got
Liquid.
both of them. He has both of them, but that's the formula. Like I said, the key word is formula.
Does that have the cayenne in it?
Yeah, look at it. Look on the back.
Well, no, I done rubbed. It rubbed off already. It
Yeah,
rubbed off.
yeah.
I can't read
The
it.
key word is formula. Formula.
And it
See,
has a
an
dropper.
herb is just the herb. The
Right.
formula
Okay.
is the combination. Right.
All right. Thank you.
It's an eyedropper built into the bottle so
Right.
that you can control the drops into the glass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's Dr. Christopher's eye drops.
There you
So
go.
the formula is the one with the 2 drops.
So it's Dr.
Yes.
Christopher's formula.
Yes, the
Right,
formula
right.
is the combination of multiple herbs. That's the difference. Why formula? It has to be formulated. Got it? Whereas
Okay.
the herb is just that herb.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Okay,
Good stuff.
that it, Robin?
Yes, that's it. Thank you, Dr.
Okay, all right, guys.
All right.
We got 4 more. We're at 51. We got Betty, Danny, iPhone 56, and Dr. Clorinda. And then so that the prophet is on boot us all out of here.
The prophet's about to boot us all out of here, y'all.
All right, Betty.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
All right, Betty, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. When you're having fun.
Doctor gave a reading that I had like a low lupus reading in my blood work. Can you speak on that?
Lupus?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to clean the blood. That goes back to blood. Yeah, lupus we call the wolf. You know, the lichen, the actual wolf, scavenger. So what happens is you have to clean the blood. You know, when it comes back to that, that's one of the autoimmunes. Also, you got to get it moving also. That means cleaning the blood at the same time as long as also moving the lymphatic system. Okay, that's what we usually do. So cleaning the blood would be all the blood cleansers. I have a list of them all on my website. And all you got to do is do one. Just select one. That's usually what it is. Usually when folks come through, get an assessment, I can tell you exactly based on where your numbers are, which one works best for you. But definitely you got to raise the pH, make sure your water's right, and you got to include exercise with that. Okay. How's your exercise?
Well, I was doing it a lot. That is a testimony since I'm
You haven't had your dinner.
What was that?
No, you better tell your daddy because it's 9 o'clock.
Hold up. Wait a minute. What was that now? I missed it. I got some bad feedback there. Go ahead.
Meeting you, I had picked up on the exercise. So, but recently got floored, benched, because we're having some pinched nerve issues, not from the exercise, but we're discovering, working with a chiropractor, discover maybe long time issues from when I was younger. So was having like hip issues. Was talking to you about that, and you mentioned this pelvic thing that you can lay on. I forget the name of it and stuff like that. But yeah,
the psoas, right? The psoas. Yeah, the psoas device. Yeah, the psoas muscle. Yeah, that psoas muscle is right there in that neck. That's that major hip flexor right in there.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you get the device?
I did not. I had something similar with that I could lay on.
Okay.
But did not purchase that one because I had that.
Yeah. So what I would do also, get your hydration up, okay? Because hydration is a large part of that. When the muscle, like the psoas and the QL, all of that's happening in those areas are major for getting that rotation of the hip. And if they start to tension up, see, it's a hard muscle to get into, to stretch. You can go online and get a lot of very creative ways of stretching it, but really it comes back to dehydration again. Got it? So watch it because it pulls magnesium and potassium from the muscle and they start to contract. And that muscle right there is the main one, especially if you exert it too much. And then that thing tightens up and you're going to feel it on the outside of the hip. You're going to feel it on the inside and you can't lay down. Every time you lay down on a bed or anywhere, it's going to be painful. So, yeah. So do the best you can.
Side plank clam movement where you're laying on your side and have one knee bent kind of helps with the groin issue, but just an FYI. Last one, magnesium. which one? Glycinate or what's the other?
Oh, here we go with the
Citrate.
Alfalfa.
Okay.
That's what I would say. Highest
Mhm.
magnesium, I would go with alfalfa. See, what happens is, they're pulling it from the plant, but they're pulling it from the source. Remember, supplements, I don't recommend supplements. I don't, because you're pulling it away from his family. It's nothing can last by itself. Nothing works by itself in the body. So why are they separating, isolating, and dividing it, and now expecting it to work? It's not going to work. The potassium's sitting there going like, well, magnesium's like, say, hey, you know what? I don't do this by myself. I only work this with my family, but y'all took me away from my family. So it's a
That's right.
balance. It's a balance. So get it from where they get that from, which in most cases are dark leaf greens, things that grow deep in the earth. So that alfalfa is a good source for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Take
All
care.
right.
All right.
Okay. All right, Danny. You there?
Yes. Hey,
Yes.
family. Hey,
How are you?
Dr.
Hey, Danny, what's going on?
I am pushing. I'm 8 months now.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
come on mute. She's 8
All
months.
right, all right.
Let's
All
go.
right, all right,
That
all
she
right.
getting ready to pop, boy.
Hey.
Wow.
All right.
Congratulations. Thank
Oh,
you.
where
You gotta
has the
get to a
time
bell, Dr.
flew?
Paul.
We got to get a bell. That's right. Where's my bell?
Congratulations.
Big B, ring the bell, buddy. Ring the bell, Big B.
Ding,
Got to
ding,
get a
ding,
bell in here.
ding,
Bing, 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 bing,
ding, 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 ding.
So I went to the
Yes.
doctor today, and I have. Well, I knew I had this. I have a fibroid outside of my uterus on top. So they're saying I could bleed more when I'm delivering, and they want to give me medication during labor for me not to bleed. What do you think about that?
Well, I would say we have a Dr. Clorinda right
She's
here.
right next to
She
you. She's
right
right next to you
here.
now, Danny. She's gonna
She
reach
right
out and
next to
smack
you,
you,
Daddy. She
Danny.
right.
No.
She knocking
sitting
on you.
right next to you.
She knocking right next door to you on the Zoom. She's like
Fibroids
saying,
on the outside of the uterus have nothing to do with the lining of the uterus and where the placenta is implanted. Now, fibroids start in the muscle and they either grow within the muscle, push the lining in, or push the outside out. Apparently, what you're saying is yours is pushing the outside out. And there's no medicine that they can give you that's going to control that. They're going to give you medicine, Pitocin, once the placenta is delivered, and they're going to massage the uterus down and firm it up. And then they'll give you Pitocin to keep the uterus contracted for about 6 to 8 hours after delivery. That's normal. That fibroid if it has not grown significantly and they're anticipating a vaginal delivery, it's a moot point. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Danny,
Okay.
I think you better call Dr. Clorinda.
Yeah, I think so too.
You better
Ain't you
call
glad you
her
came
right
to
now.
class?
Ain't you glad you came to class? That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
And then my husband and I I'm telling you, we've been spending a lot of money on fruits and vegetables. But what do you think about the hydroponic growth system?
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
Hydroponics are
yeah.
very good. Yep. Hydroponics they work too. And I'm seeing some very innovative ones. So the key is when you're, the solutions that they're using, the
Yes.
flowing, you just got to make sure, and they're pretty much they're getting into the making sure that they're no chemicals, no solutions, nothing that's going to go against it. And they grow faster. Of course, hydroponics the roots are being fed all the time. So
Yes.
that's why their growth pattern is so much faster than normal if you were planting in the ground. So yes, yes, yes. If you can fit one in your house, definitely, utilize it. Did you know that most of the restaurants in New York City have hydroponics on their
On
roof?
the roofs. Yes, sir.
They say it's gotten so big that it's affected the fruit and vegetable market in New York.
Yeah.
Where they don't buy like their romaine lettuce, their tomatoes, cucumbers, all that stuff. They're growing it on the top of their roofs in New York City.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any recommendations for good ones to get?
Yes, I can. There's a lot of them out there. I would just say look at the reviews because all of them are good. It's always the solutions that they're adding to it, and most get it from someone that's done organic and they're looking into the avenues of organic foods and things like that. But they're all good. I haven't seen one that was bad. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So I would just say go through. I can maybe bring that to the family next week on one that I can look at, and because there's a lot of them out there, and maybe I can look at a few of them and see if there's one that I can definitely recommend.
Dr. Paul, I have a Ruth's.
Oh yeah, that's right, Ruth. And then
It's in
Ruth,
the chat. She may not be here now, but I put her link in the chat box.
Yes,
her
yes,
website is
yes.
eatlikeacow.org.
Yeah, eat like a cow. Yeah, that's
Almost everybody at my church is growing hydroponic and eating from it.
There you go. There you go. So get that one. You got that. You got that link.
Yes, I got it.
Okay,
Eat like
definitely.
a cow.
Eat like a cow.
And the place to start with hydroponics is growing herbs in like small mason jars with just water, and you just put organic plant food in it.
Yeah.
And those are very simple to grow.
Yeah. And you know
without
what?
an elaborate system.
Yeah, it's very elaborate, and then also it's good because the problem is that the soils, the soils are becoming very,
toxic,
very toxic. And of course, we got chemtrails that are spraying in the airs and this stuff and pollutions. You got a lot going on, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you can
makes
grow
you
it
crazy.
inside your house, you're in an environment where you know that you can control the environment. It's better than being outside. It makes a difference. It really does. No soil. You just get a nutrient solution that you're actually using, and it grows itself. It happens.
That it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, come on. One question before we go to Clorinda, and that should be it. What do you think of copper infused clothing?
Yeah. Copper infused clothing is good. You know what copper does. You remember any element that touches your body starts to do something. It either what? Speeds it up, slows it down, or balances it out. Right? So what does copper do?
Speeds it up.
Speeds it up.
Makes you grow hair.
That hair grow.
Makes you grow hair.
It does.
Makes you grow hair. And turn your white hair back black.
You turn your hair back black, yeah.
If Big B don't remember nothing out of the conversation, he remembers.
You don't remember?
Big B, I keep telling you, you look fine the way you are.
That's right.
Bam.
Yes, you're a fine young man. Jeez.
So
he wants a little.
Gotta make a
I
billboard
just want to look like Dr. Paul.
He just wants a curly afro.
I just want a curly afro like Dr. Paul. That's all.
Yeah.
I'll lend you some, man.
That's all.
But here we go.
Dr. Paul, just look like this when you get to be 83.
That's right. That's right.
I be trying to tell you.
That'll show you. All right, so here we go.
Okay.
Whenever, oh my goodness, I forgot the question.
Copper.
Copper.
All right, copper.
Copper infused
You got
clothing.
me, copper. So copper is used because it moves energy. Got it?
Yeah.
Moves energy. That's why you got copper wiring, copper, things that are copper moves energy. So it would be a stimulate, it would be a balancer. You got it? So it moves. So it's like gold moves also. These are stabilizers. Likely if you're doing electronics or audio, you may have copper tip that for your stereo system, or you have gold tips if it's really good because it moves. So when you have copper in anything, when you put it on, like you'll see it on the elbow sleeves or the knee sleeves, things like that, it helps with circulation. And that's also when, I tell y'all, if you take the crystal geyser, put it in a copper vessel, you even move it even better then. It actually, that's the part Big B's talking about where you drink out of a copper vessel.
Yeah.
And it actually it stimulates the hair growth because it improves circulation.
Yeah. That's
And then when you want to grow hair or turn hair from white to black, it's a circulation that increases that does that. So when you do that, copper is good. So yes, copper bands. You ever seen one like the brother and sister selling the copper? bangs, you know, around
Yep.
your hand, you know. And
Yep.
if you ever had something copper or something, and then or a jewelry, and then you take it off and it turns green or it turns this color, do you know
Yeah.
what that is? Anybody know what that is? You say somebody say you
Oxidation.
say you gave me a cheap bracelet.
It's
No.
pulling the bracelet out. It's got the bracelet and it's
out your
pulling
body.
stuff out of you.
No, that's not cheap. That's actually
Mm-mm.
you. That's
It's
toxins
working.
coming out of you. That's right,
Yeah.
Kamara.
Oh,
That's the toxins coming out of you. That's right. It
mm-hmm.
draws. So you put it on, you know, your wrist area, and then it starts to draw. So when you see that green stuff start to pull off of there, that's waste coming out of you. So what you should do is take it off and clean those off frequently. You know, if you have them, but that's what it is. It actually, you can see it on, you'll also see it on like watch bands. You know, sometimes you'll see it in certain types of metal. If you have a metal band, you know, for your watch, that's what it does. It's actually pulling from you. So yes, Kamara, you're correct. You're absolutely
And,
correct.
and Dr. Paul, correct me if I'm wrong on this. When I first bought my copper water bottle, it had instructions in there, and it said if you put water in, let it sit for like 8 hours and then drink it. After a long period of time, you should pour it out because it then becomes it reverses.
Yeah, it's oxidation, right? So it oxidizes. So what happens is you don't want to sit it in there too long, and if it's
What happened to
covered
my
up, you want to keep it open. You know, that's why the copper vessels are usually open at the top.
shut up?
Yep,
Okay.
that's why they usually open. Because what happens is when they start to close it up. I have one. If I have one down here, and I don't have one here. But what happens is you start to get a little oxidation inside of there. So they do oxidize. So that's why that just tells you the charge and the energy that's happening in there. You got it?
It's serious.
You catching a little bit of that copper ion. That copper ion is changing a little bit. So yeah, it gets to oxidize a little bit. So when you're drinking it, keep it fluent and keep them dry. Usually what you do is once you finish drinking it, you should overnight turn them upside down. Yep, that's what you should do. You turn them upside down and let them drain out. That's what we do. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right,
good stuff.
Clorinda.
Yes.
We're at
This is a
907.
response to
You're
somebody
unmute.
posted a question in the chat about they had a left lymph node removed in their groin, and now they're having unilateral swelling. So I put in there that it's lymphedema, but leave it up to you to explain what to do about it. Because I know like generalized edema, you know, exercise and whatnot, but when you're having unilateral lymphedema.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, you know, I go back to being more holistic when it comes to your approach for detoxing the entire system. So again, we got to go back to food choices. You know, lymphedema of anything swelling in those areas, and you said bilateral. You said unilateral.
Unilateral in the left leg.
Yeah. So really, you're trying to, you know, make sure that, you know, staying off certain foods. There are some herbs that we go directly to. I don't know what they're taking, but water is number one. You got to make sure your water's spot on.
Where is my
You got to make sure your water's spot on. Number two, I would do lymphatic detox. Starts with first taking those specific herbs. There's a lymphotonic. There's one called lymphotonic.
Mary, that's Mary Ruth's.
Mary Ruth is good. It's been hard to get it though. You know, it's been very hard to get. You know, I've been told that they've been having problems with it. So the one that they're using now is called lymphotonic. Lymphotho.
Dr. Clorinda has it up right there.
Okay, lymphotonic. Yep.
That's Mary Ruth's.
Karen's got it too.
From the herbal store.
So there you go. So that's going to be a general detox for the body that you can do on a regular, but also I would include you know, you got to be careful with, you know, when you're dealing with massaging, because you don't want to massage it and open it up too fast, and you have to get them exercising, you know, exercising in those areas, because you know, it's all about sedentary, not moving. You know, we got to get that. You got to get those exercises in. So it's a combination of things that we have to do.
Get that rebounder.
Rebounder, yep, rebounder.
That's what I do.
Does wonders. Does wonders. You know, that's all I can say. You know, but you know, chair exercises to begin with. Leg lifts, chair exercises, get it moving. That's the key. Get it moving. Remember, the lymphatic system is the secondary circulatory system. It does not have a pump. So it only moves when you move.
When you move.
You got it.
That's right. That's right.
You got to move it. And the actual person, it's a slow moving system. Remember, it's a very, very slow system because you got to see God with this. This is toxin. This is bacteria, virus, fungus, parasites, cells that are dying, which they call cancer cells, but it's just operating on 40% oxygen. It's time to go. It's time to retire. Got to put you out in the trash bag. But now I got to move you slow. So I can only move you slow. So that person that exercises every single day, that only moves one time a day. You got it? It's a very slow moving system. But now you look back and say some people's system may move every other day. Maybe 3 times in a week. Maybe 1 time, in a week. Maybe 1 time every 2 weeks. How about 1 time a month? Some people's systems are not moving at all.
Oh my.
You got it? It's not moving at all. Not moving at all. So that means, yep.
That elliptical machine that they advertise on TV is, I find it to be very good. You just plug it up and it does the moving for you, like when you kind of like on the lazy end,
Yeah.
But
I heard that.
Now
Don't
you're
you
supposed to
start.
be doing some exercise, all right? No, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. And everybody, let's give Hariah a hand because Hariah who told, Sister Pollard about she was doing her flowers that day, and she told her, I believe it was Hariah, wasn't that you that told her that? You told her about hooking up and told her, I think you need to hook up with somebody to do something. You can get that right. So that's Hariah. So Hariah, I don't know if you heard it, but we gave you a shout out earlier. Everybody give Hariah a hand.
Well, I sure did. I sure did.
Go Hariah.
For being
Go,
an
girl,
ambassador of health.
That's good. Good disciple.
Yeah.
Thank you, family. But Dr. Paul, you got a first lady looking beautiful. I mean, oh my God. And let me just put this out. There's this documentary that's on Prime. I get it on Prime, Amazon Prime. It's called Spy High, SPYHIGH. You got to see it. But anyway, Reverend she's in there. And when you see her, the side of her face is sitting out like this. Dr. Paul,
you're not talking the microphone again.
Nothing there, absolutely nothing there. First lady is looking beautiful.
Yes.
But please watch that documentary.
It's called High. Who?
Spy High.
Spy High.
SPY
High.
Yeah, and it's about our school system and them spying on the children in the school system. But
oh wow, really?
Yeah, Reverend Pollard, she's in there, and when you see that mask that was on the side of her neck, and now when you see First Lady, she has absolutely nothing there.
Yeah, we showed her early. She gave her.
You the man.
We showed her early. I don't think you were on, but she came in and gave the testimony, and I showed the before and after. Her pictures, and it was amazing. What an amazing testimony. Yep. The amazing testimony. Well, we're thanking you because she gave you a shout out because you were the one that started it all.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, so congratulations and thank you for being the ambassador on the spot. All right.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
All right, Dr. We got Dr. Clorinda, or did you get your last question in? Or your comment?
I'm good.
Okay, all right. Then that's it. Hey, we're 9:14, Dr. P.
Hey, Danny, did Danny get your number? Did you get Danny your number?
Oh, that's right. She needs to have
I'll put it in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Got it. Yes,
Danny,
I got it.
you
I
got
will
it?
be calling you.
Okay, make sure y'all hook up. All right, make sure y'all link up. All right.
Well, that's it, Bob.
Tonight.
All right, buddy. We are out the door, homie. That way,
all right.
Prophet is not to punch us in the face.
All right. That means
We were a little late starting, so I wasn't going to say much. But
I had fun today. I really did because I mean, y'all really You know, people, we share information. See how this is sharing? Everybody's sharing their information and experiences.
Yes.
That's the way you learn. You learn faster by experiencing, and you're going to remember it because remember the stories.
Yep.
That's why we talk about the stories all the time.
You,
So,
you have a copper water bottle that you can recommend, Dr. P?
A water bottles?
Yeah.
Yeah, any towels.
Of the towel. TAL, guys.
Towel.
Are they glass line? Are they glass inside?
No, they're steel inside. See, here's one right
No,
here.
she's talking about a copper one.
Yeah, the copper.
Oh, copper ones. Copper ones. Yeah, they're out there. I mean, you got to go in specialty shops sometimes. You got to order those online. I would order online. That's what I would do. Yeah, because they're out there.
I got my towel.
Yeah, you got your towel.
Yeah, I forgot the brand name of my copper. I'll bring it next time.
Yeah.
The brand name is on the bottom of it.
Yeah,
Dr. Paul, can Miss Blue Bay put her number at Zinga, I think it is. She's a scalp specialist. Can she put her number or website on the chat?
Sure. Who is that now?
Nzinga.
Yes.
Nzinga?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I can do that. Thank you for asking.
She said what? I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
And she just want her contact information.
Her she's a scalp for your hair, scalp specialist.
Okay.
Sure. She could put her
contact number, website, the whole 9 yards.
Sure. Put it in
there.
the chat.
Yes,
And then
I'll put it in
also,
the chat.
you
all right,
said
great.
scalp.
Thank you, Zinga.
Now, are
Blue
you
is
saying,
amazing at what she does.
so are you
please,
saying scalp?
Thank you.
I'm missing it. I couldn't hear you. Was it saying scalp as in the hair scalp?
Yes.
Okay.
She's
So
a scalp
definitely give
specialist.
out the information so that those that are listening by phone can actually get that information.
Yes, I made mention to Big B because I grew my father's hair years ago. He had the George Jefferson, that's what they call it. And I grew his hair so that everyone in the city was like, how did you do that? I'm like, I don't know, but hey, this is what happens. So yes, I'll put the information in, and thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Definitely.
Hey, man, don't
definitely.
look. Hey, Dr. P, let me stop messing with Nzinga. And you look up one day and I'm going to come and look just like you.
Marcy got a lot of hair.
Yeah, she takes care of my hair.
Yes.
Awesome.
She got it down, but it's woo when she takes it loose.
All right,
All right,
family.
yeah, buddy.
Let's get Big B. All right, tell everybody how they can be a part of the family tree. And y'all, don't forget that, this is a program that we put together, but, it takes a lot of time. Takes a lot of putting it together. After it's over, Big B over there does the editing and puts it up on Facebook, and he also puts it up on YouTube. There's a lot of work in editing. So we say, hey, if you have anything you want to be able to donate to the family tree, make sure Big B give them the information how they can be support of what we're doing here. And make sure you bring somebody next week, y'all. Everybody bring somebody next week. All right, Big B, give them the information. All right.
Yeah, guys, real quick. I want to make sure you get a copy of tonight's chat. What's the first thing you want to do? Send me an email, guys. Send me an email to what? mechavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's mechavideo@gmail.com. All right. And to support the family tree, you want to do what? Use my Cash App. All right. Use my Cash App. That's $ Bill Morgan. That's $ BILMORGAN. And if you use Zelle from your bank, that ID number there is mechavideo@comcast.net. Again, mechavideo@comcast.net. Or you got a P.O. Box in Mullica Hill, Bill Morgan. P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Again, P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey.
Thank you, Prophetess.
Yes, sir. That's all right. We're good. Mullica, New Jersey, 08062.
Again.
Yes, sir.
OGO.
All right, Big B.
Yeah, buddy.
All right,
Thank
Big
you,
B.
Prophetess.
Let's see. We're about to get on out of here. All right. Did everybody learn anything tonight?
buddy.
Did you learn anything?
You're welcome, everyone.
Hands together. Hands together. We want to thank those that came in. Thank you so much for.
Yep, all right. Thank us in the house.
Prophetess. We
Yo.
want to say, everybody put your hands together.
fire
Give a
fingers.
shout out to Prophetess, a.k.a. Fingers.
Thank you, Prophetess.
Fire fingers.
Being part of that program with the aviation and Prophetess. I want to be on that program when you get everybody together. I'm going to walk around the corner and we're going to do this, all right? We're going to have it for everybody, all right? And of course, give that house, without a doubt, the host with the most, Big B.
Big B. Yeah, buddy.
You're doing, Big B. You're doing
Yeah, man.
good, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Doing
All
good.
right. I want to say, family, thank y'all for chiming in. You know it's a better program because y'all showed up tonight.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank y'all for your time. Thank you for chiming in. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, if you're breathing,
yeah, gunshot. Yeah.
Tap. Come on, tap. Come on, Marcy. I see you, Marcy.
Tap police.
The tap police. That's Marcy over there. Tap police.
Yep.
That's right. Come on down. Yep,
buddy.
Come on down.
All right.
You do this every day, right? Tap. That's right. Every morning.
Oh, with my wrist.
All right, come on down. Left and right. Good. Breathe. Good. All right, let's try the hands over here. Come on, tap. All the way up to the shoulders.
Yep, buddy.
All right. Turn it over on the inside. All right, get that lymphatic system moving. Whatever you do on one side, you got to do on the other side.
You always do, buddy.
Under your arm.
Yeah, there you go. See, you got to also do that, that rub. We do the pumping under the arm right here, right? There you go.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. Under the arm, and then you do the other side. What you do on one side, you got to do the other side, right? There you go. Sometimes you can tap it a little bit under the arm too. Get it moving. And you know that if you find, ladies, if you find a lump anywhere around the breast area, guys, if you find anything around the breast area, this is what you do. Remember, from the upper part of the nipple up goes this way. Got it? Goes this way. Got it? After you open it up, anything from the nipple underneath goes under, up, and in. Got it? Goes this way. This way. Everything goes that way, trying to push it towards that node. What's that node under your armpit? Anybody remember that node under your armpit?
The lymph node.
Lymph node.
I know it's the lymph node.
Oh, it's
Axial.
But what is
Axial node?
Axial.
Thank you.
Okay, we got the cervical.
Axial.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Right under the armpit.
Axial. Okay.
AXIAL.
Axillary. Yeah, axillary. Yeah, under the armpit. And anyone in the groin is the what? That's the what?
Inguinal.
Right, and this one here is what?
Oh, goodness.
Yep.
I just
Under here is what?
I don't think I would know this one.
Anybody? Come on, just rub them right here. Just rub them. You rub them until somebody remembers.
Come on, somebody.
Oh, it feels so good, right? Oh, it feels so good right there.
Yaki does it.
And then when you start to move this, right, you can go up like this. Here you go. This is how you get it out. You start to pull it down. Comes down by the side of your sideburns, right here. Come on down.
Yeah.
It drains right down here. There you go. Come on, get them bags under the eyes. There you go.
Okay,
come on,
remind
bring
us
them
of the
down.
names.
You're there you go.
All right, now.
You should be doing this every day and every night, y'all. How about that? You get your skin all right. And then when you come down, go back to the neck. Like this.
All right. Yep.
Woo. Oh, you feeling good. Good music. Good feeling.
Yeah, man.
You there? Come on.
All right.
Come on down the side. Come on down that side. Yeah, there you go. Aren't you feeling beautiful? Come on, y'all. Yes. Then, wow, you just detox the whole face, the hand, the head.
Yeah, buddy.
And the scalp. How about that? Go ahead with your bad self, all right?
I know that's right, buddy. Hip.
And rub. Back and rub. Hey, Marseille. And rub. What's up, y'all? What's up? Y'all in the house.
Dr. V, Andrea, what's up, man? The exercise that you do at the end of the program each week. Do you have that on video somewhere? On your website? Andrea said, put that on the website.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We heard you,
Did you
Andrea.
put the music
Come
in
on.
here?
All right, come on. All right, and the last thing. Come on, give yourself an energy bath. Come on, all over. Yeah, come on, come on. Come on. Yeah, come on down. Bring it on down. Yeah. Good.
Cindy, make sure you send the questions to me and I'll get it to Dr. B. I don't know why I saw you getting kicked in and out, so must be something on your side.
Last one, Pat. Come on, rub. Pat.
You have to tell us who the music is, Dr.
All right, cool. Pat and rub. Pat and rub. One more time. And rub and stop.
Good night, Dr. Eloise.
Keep the top one, keep the bottom still, and then do like that. You can feel that. Woo! With good intentions, put it on yourself. Bless yourself. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, thanks for tuning in to the
What's the name of that playlist?
Hey. Oh, this is good. You like this, right? Oh, yeah, all night with this. Go, Marcy. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara.
All right.
Keep it moving. Go, Stephanie. Go, Stephanie.
Yeah,
go,
buddy.
Frida. Go, Frida. She got the thumbs up, big. Go, Rita. Go, Debbie.
Yeah. Hey.
Go, Rita.
Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you on the weekend. For a health program on Saturday. All right. The Great Out on Sunday. Radio 900 AM WRD Radio. Black Talk Radio.
There you go. Mache. Go ahead, y'all. Break it down.
Fun, yo.
Break it down. Come on, break it down. They're breaking it down on the couch, big. They're breaking it down on the couch.
Wherever you are.
Come on, Kimberly. I saw you featuring in here. Come on, Kimberly. Where you at, Kimberly? Kimberly, go ahead.
Deborah, get it. Get it, Marcia.
She popped in and went right back out.
Yeah. Stephanie.
Oh, that was funny. All right.
Yeah, man.
You're free to breaking it down.
Get it, baby.
Free to breaking it down.
Yeah, buddy. Yep.
All right, we're going to count it on down, y'all.
Yep.
Get on out of here. All right. I'm going to send you to it. That's called Jazztronics. They're called Jazztronics right there. Jazztronics, yeah.
Daddy, the link is in there for Eat Like a Cow.
That's considered the Yoruba remix right there. Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, y'all. Y'all doing that. It feels good. Right, Stephanie?
I love it.
Right, Stephanie? Go, Stephanie. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Yep.
She like she dancing out in the garden. Don't she look like she's big?
Yep.
Y'all just having too much fun. All right, we're gonna get it on down. We're gonna bring it on down. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, see y'all next week. God bless y'all. See y'all.
By the way, the link for the movie Spy High is in the chat, Dr. P.
All right, Spy High is up in the chat. All right.
Yep.
Y'all take
On
care.
YouTube.
Let's you later, Big B. See you on the weekend, buddy.
Yo, buddy, you got it, man.